Hey, what's up, fellas? How we doing? Man, Antonelli here, answering questions for you guys today. Today's question is about off days in Major League Baseball. What do players do? Um, so we'll break that down. I actually get this question a ton. Um, and I think for some reason people are expecting these really crazy answers or something. The honest answer is, what does a Major League player do on an off day? The same exact thing that probably you do or somebody does when they have a day off of work. Um, with the only difference being, there's typically less off days in season, and you also spend more days, flying around the country and on the road, and so you may be away from your family a little bit more, and so maybe you do something a little bit more extravagant than you might just do on a random Saturday. Um, but for the most part, honestly, it's usually a time to be able to relax a little bit. So the way I'll break this down is I'd say it differs between whether you have a family or you don't have a family. In the minor leagues, a lot of guys don't have their families living with them, and a lot of younger players, so they may not have a wife or kids. And so, honestly, thinking back to the minor leagues and off days, it was a lot of relaxing. If it's warm out, you maybe sit by the pool, do a cookout. A lot of times you hang out with your teammates. You're with them every minute of the day, but then on your off day, you end up hanging out with them again anyway. Um, so that's something that usually happens: a cookout, hang out. The movies. I remember going to the movies a lot with a bunch of teammates, going out to a nice meal. During the season when you have games, a lot of the meals that you eat are, especially if you're on the road or something, you're eating a lot of clubhouse food, and you're not able to go out to restaurants very much. A lot of your food that you're eating is at the clubhouse, either before or after games. And so a lot of guys will go out and eat a meal, and that's honestly it. Like, that's the main stuff that you do. In the major leagues, guys first off have a little bit more money, and so like in the minor leagues, you're not going to do anything really crazy when you're living on making $1,200 a month, and you don't really have any money to do anything. In the major leagues, obviously, you have a lot more money to do stuff. And so again, if you don't have a family with you, you don't have any kids, guys have actually gone on trips. So guys will take the day and I've seen guys jump on a plane and go fishing for a day. Right after a game, you got a little bit of time, jump on a plane, go fishing, or just go someplace that they've been wanting to go. I've seen the same thing with guys with families, maybe take their family out and go away for, a day and a half or so. The guys that have families, when you're playing in the major leagues, you're on the road a lot, and there's some times where you go on, an 8, 12, even more day road trip, and families don't always come with you. So especially if kids have school and stuff like that. So some guys will just, for an off day, just hang around the house and be with their families. Some guys will, take their families and go do something, go to an amusement park or something like that. So honestly, a lot of the stuff is pretty much similar to what you would probably do if you had a long week or two of work, and then you finally had an off day. What are you gonna do? Probably the same exact stuff that a major league player or a minor league player is gonna do on their off days. At least that's what I did, and that's what I saw most of my teammates do. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. I know it's not a super exciting answer, but I get this question an awful lot, so I wanted to throw out an answer for you guys. So let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. Share the video with all your friends. Give it a thumb up. I'd appreciate that. Check out our Instagram, Antonelli Baseball, our Twitter feed, Antonelli9. We got videos all the time for you guys. And that's all I got. Thanks, guys, for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you later.